We back, man. Here we go. Going live once again, man. We back on the segment of Certified Coaching Podcast. Here with the boy Rich P, Tino Live. We introducing Mike DaBarber, man. Salute. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be talking about a couple of questions about the culture of the barber shop, man. You know, the barber shop game been around for a long time. We can get right to it. So stay tuned, man. Get ready. It's gonna be a good show.
Definitely, definitely.
So, Mike, man, I know we were just talking a little bit about what we were just talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the real estate game and stuff like that, we're gonna get into that a little bit later.
Okay.
Let's just get right into first question, man.
All right.
What made you want to become a barber?
Man, actually, Rich, what made me want to become a barber uh, was the impact of community. A lot of us was unfortunate enough to have two parent homes. A lot of us was unfortunate with resources. And so a lot of us didn't believe that the American dream could be true because they're their own businessmen to set their own financial freedom. So I decided I wasn't able to become a doctor due to certain things in life. So I decided to say, you know what, I can make the same type of money, but still impact my community. So I decided to learn the field. I only learn the field, pay my dues, and eventually I was able to establish my own barbershop. Now it's been over 15 years as a successful business owner.
Man, congratulations. That 15 years, man. A lot of people ain't made it to 15 years, but you wanted the ones though.
Yes, sir.
You've been in the game for a long time, man.
Yes.
Mike, if we can go back, man, I don't know if you can remember, man. Who was the first ever person that you cut hair, man?
Man, this is a wild story, man. I actually started off at a barbershop, man, childhood barbershop that I went to since I was a kid. It was called New Touch.
Yeah.
Man.
Where we located? Yeah, man. Take it away, Mike. Take it away.
Man, Glendale Shopping Center.
Yeah, man.
I was in this Evans, man, with my boy Twan, Rick.
Yeah.
All the fellas from there, man. I was inspired, man. Twan, when I got shout out to Twan, man. You still my boy, man.
Diamond and Rock, man. Y'all
man. So, my first cut, man, it was one of Greg's customers. Man, I didn't know too much about the field at the time, and I went about it all wrong, man. I don't never forget that. We came in there to see Greg. Greg was at lunch, and here I am, man, cutting her all day. Just sitting there, everybody gonna cut 10, 15 heads. Here I am, ain't cutting out one. See one of my buddies, man, and matter of fact, he still pumping me right to this day, man.
Barbershop hustle, man.
Barbershop hustle, man. And it was my boy G. His name was G. His name is Gary, man. He was one of my first customers, man. I didn't do too good, but he still gave me a chance. I kind of left a little line in his head, but he believed in me. He knew one day I wouldn't be where was at that time. And right to the day, 18, 19 years later, he's still with me, man. He's still with me.
That's good, man.
That was one of my first customers at New Touch Barbershop, Miss Evans, with my boy Twan, Rick, and Greg, man.
So I heard you say you was in a barbershop for about 15 years, man. What does the barbershop mean to the community?
Man, the barbershop is actually one of the pillars of the community. Not only that, man, it's a men's country club. This is where we're able as fellas to come together and talk about all the topics that we're not able to talk about and not be judged out in society. So it's important to have a barber. The actual barber game goes back to the 1920s. People may not even realize it, but barbers was once also surgeons. The game.
I read that.
Yes,
I read that. They used to have to wear surgery type clothes.
Yeah, they had, and like if you see Blue Cross Blue Shield,
right.
So that's the reason why now we've changed the culture and went to more stylish aprons and smocks. But if you see right to this day, we still wear a uniform. Also, a doctor they wear a white jacket. And at the time we wore black and white jackets as well. So surgeries was done in the back room, but it became a problem because surgeons was doing more with the body. And we was doing more with the hair, so it wasn't right. It wasn't fair to continue to charge. At that time, $3 or 30 cents for a haircut and then charge 30 cents for heart surgery.
Right.
So the field, there was a conflict. So in 1920, they set aside and split it to the point where barbers, we still have to go and get our, we still have to get certified, not only get certified, but we have to put in our time as long as with a doctor.
Yeah.
So, but we was able to establish, split it aside, no more surgeries in the barbershop. You have to go to the hospital now, but you still can get surgery on your hair. So now we're still considered hair doctors.
Yeah.
So all you that don't know, we are hair doctors. We're the reason why your hair continues to look good, healthy, and continues to grow. Even when it stops, we're gonna make it still look like it's there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to the hair doctor all about the world, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely, man.
Yeah, man. So, man, like you say, you've been cutting hair for a long time. Just, I ain't gonna say you've been cutting since 1920, but it seems like you got a lot of knowledge, man. What is some of the craziest, funniest moment that you ever had when cutting custom?
Man, some of the craziest moments, man. Man, it's honestly, Rich Key, man. I'm gonna tell you, over there and go, hey, man, it's never a dull moment at the barbershop.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm gonna say that. And I had one client come in one time, man. This guy, he went to his dad, cut his hair, and didn't really do a good job. Nothing. But plug, I actually still got that picture before and after now. You go on the website. But the guy wanted he wanted a shag, but he didn't have no hair in the back. If anybody know what a shag is, to all this viewing and not from Dallas or from Texas, the shag is a hair that we keep in the back. It's a style that we created, and it's low at the top. But the man didn't have no hair at the back, and he was consistent about getting the shag. So his dad, I guess his dad was a former barber, and he cut it and actually cut the back off. So here I am. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I got some spray. Back then they called it black ice.
Yeah. I remember that black ice, but
Sprayed it on the back of his head. Sprayed some on the top. Took the top down as low as I could. Sprayed a little bit on the back because he really didn't have nothing. And I lined it up to make it look like a shag, man. And he walked out with a painted cut. But he loved it. You know, he loved it. If he liked it, I loved it, you know. So, but it was very funny because everybody looked like, man, the man ain't got no hair up there. How we gonna make it happen?
yeah.
And we made it happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's the craziest part about it, man. In the barbershop, like I was saying, this is the pillar of the community. It's where we come and we have all the topics you want to get, all the information. We want to like see what's going on with the latest style. You want to know what's going on with latest politics, latest financial opportunity. The barbershop is where we come. Even when we feel low, it's something about a haircut or a shave that brings life back to you. You know, it just gives you life. And then this is where everybody is equal. None of us is, I'm not better than you, you're not better than me. We're all one in here.
Right.
You know, we all are one. So no one can be judged, even when we're lying. Who's to say, hey, this is our country club.
Right.
This is where it comes. This is where it happens. So, but that was one of the craziest moments, man, when that dude wanted that shag.
Yeah.
And I had to paint it on there. Now I can laugh about it.
Yeah.
But then it was embarrassing, man.
Do you do much paint nowadays? You know, so there's a lot of painting going on.
There's a lot of painting going on.
So you're right. Your expertise, man. You do a lot of painting.
No, I actually, man, I don't use black ice. I haven't used black ice in over 10 years. So I'll say 6 years.
So if a guy come here and say, man, I want some enhancements in my hair, you can't do it.
Definitely, I don't paint it though. I have another. Now I ain't gonna share all my secrets.
Yeah. But you will service that.
I will service that. I do hair fiber. I even do hair plants. I can even put. If you don't got no hair and you want some hair, I can do that as well. I do that, but I do use a hair fiber for those that want an enhancement on their lineup or beards. A hair fiber that I use. Also, if they want a 3D enhancement, I do use a chemical with the hair fiber, so that way they still do their normal stuff, go out. If it's raining, get in the pool, all that is still there.
Hey, man, y'all heard it, man. We putting front leg wig on everybody, man. Y'all heard it first, man.
Hey,
it is waterproof.
And it's waterproof.
You can't beat that.
Hey, man,
you can't beat that, man.
Like my man here, this is my man, brother Gerald here, man, one of the professional boxing trainers. If y'all in the field and y'all trying to become a pro, this is the man you need to see. Not even you want to be a pro, you just need to get your skills a little bit more. So
That's that.
this is the man you want to see right here. But my man here, I'm gonna tell a story about my man here. If y'all, I don't know if you can see, but my man here been coming to me now for several years now, for a few years, and he say he ain't got no hair, man. But as you can see,
Yeah, right.
he got a fresh line up right there. And he swear every time he come in here, ain't no hair on the floor. We putting hair on the floor up in here.
Yeah. Something over there.
It's something up there, man. But he swear for that it ain't his hair. So I don't know where it's coming from, Brother Gerald. If it ain't yours, Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, definitely, man.
Yeah, that's definitely what you said about getting that first cut, man. I just got my first cut before I pulled up here. That's why I was a little late. But having that first cut, man, so do something to you, man.
Hey, so you ready for the weekend now, huh, man?
Ladies.
Ladies,
Man.
Yeah,
They got the weekend coming up, man. You gotta stay tight, you gotta stay fresh, man.
And then the time you spend in the barbershop, just sitting there while you getting your hair cut, you give you a chance to kind of reflect on everything. Because a lot of the times I feel like we get caught up in living in the world, we just moving.
Yeah.
We don't take time to reflect. And in that moment of reflection is what we can, break the cycle of making the same mistakes over and over.
Right.
We moving, making the same mistakes. Well, that's what's up.
So, Mike, what's something about the business side of barber that people don't really recognize?
a lot of things. The business side of it, first of all, you your own boss. You your own boss. You set the tone, you set the rules, you set the hours. You establish the type of income and lifestyle you want to live. You don't put in no work, you don't get none out. And one thing in this field, it teaches you how to be responsible. It teaches you how to be dependent on yourself, and it teaches you how to believe. It starts off first. You have to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, how can someone else believe in you? And one thing I can say, barbering has been very resourceful for me. Barber has allowed me at the age of 25 to buy my first home when I was 25 years old. It has allowed me to buy several cars, every car I've ever desired. I've had them. It allowed me to change my style and fashion, whatever I decide I want to buy and wear. I can do that. It's allowed me also to help others, inspire others. And when I say help others, it's been time, people may need help resourcefully. This here has allowed for me to do that. Not only that, it's the point of just being independent. It makes you feel good as a man to be able, as a black man, to be able to set the standards of your lifestyle or how you want to live. And for others to see and believe and know that it's possible that they can have and own their own business as well. Not even as a barber, whatever dreams they have. The dream is here. We can have financial freedom. And barbering has allowed me to have financial freedom. Now, I've been all over the world. You name it, I've been there. And I'm still just beginning. But this here, barbering, has set that tone for me to be able to do that. So I encourage you guys, all you guys that's want to be their own boss or be an entrepreneur and have several businesses, you can do it. Set the goals and believe in yourself and work towards it. You can do it. I'm a living example. Here I am. I come straight from the hood, but doing this has allowed me to branch off and do bigger and better things. But not only that, but still encourage and motivate others to say, hey, I remember when that guy was this. Now look at him. But it was honest and it was doing this right here. So that's how, I would say the financial world of it. It's very resourceful and you can do it. Anybody can do it. Just got to believe in yourself.
And definitely.
My man, you back home, bro. You're looking 10 times. We're going to say 5 years young. That's always, brother Zero. Brother Zero, he quiet right now. No, I got no cash. You want to use your card or something?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Come on, Shane. See, Brother Gerald quiet today, y'all. We got him on live. He gonna be one of the main ones on the topics. He ain't saying nothing right now. I ain't making clear finger freezed up like that, Doc.
That can't get camera shot.
He don't got camera shot.
No, I was just saying that piggyback out kind of what you were saying. I think that a lot of people don't realize is that when you start a business, you still gotta work. You trading one job for another one. Really, you trading one job. To be honest, it all depends on the person's personality type because picking up the entrepreneurial route or taking the entrepreneurial route. I think people they think that you start a business and all of a sudden you magically wake up wealthy. And it's not, it's really a more tedious route than the working route. And I think that when you decide that that's what you want to do, you got to say, hey, I got to work twice as hard as I was working at my job. Because now you, like you say, you got to hold yourself accountable. You one got to make sure your life insurance and your health insurance is paid for. And that ain't no cheap feat. You notice how much your employer probably pays towards your health insurance versus now that's all on you. And then you got to get funding and licenses and certifications. And then, so it takes real work. So for you just to, for you, mentioning that, right. I had to kind of make sure, because I was talking about that the other day. It's even like when I started trading stocks. Okay. People thought, oh, you start trading stocks and all of a sudden I just get rich tomorrow. Right. It don't work like that. It's a real grind. And some things you just can't fake. Some things you can fake for a little bit. Right. But some things you got to really be thorough. Like owning your own business, you got to really be thorough. I mean, you can be fake. You can fake it and get it the outskirts a little bit, but eventually you're going to have to go get the DBA. Eventually, bro, you're going to have to get the EIN, bro. Eventually, you're going to have to do, all the stuff that it takes, bro, to really have this, certification in place. You're going to have, to really have this success. So just by you inside, but I thought it was really cool. Yeah, and to speak on another part of that, what Tino was just saying, everything he's saying is totally correct. If you want to be a legit business owner, you definitely have to have your certifications. And you definitely have to put in time. Like we saying, yeah, it don't work like that where you get rich overnight or you become successful overnight. But the key word is believe. Absolutely. If you believe and you put in the work, it definitely is going to happen. You just sometimes it may take a little long. It's okay to people don't realize you may fail the first time, but don't mean get out the race. Get back up. Get back in. What's up, bro? What's up, good? Yeah, good, man. Doing all right? Yeah. Sorry about that, man. But you definitely have to put in the work. You're gonna have to put in long hours. There's gonna be sacrifices. There's gonna be time you might miss family functions. You might miss a couple of birthday parties. You're gonna miss that at the 9 to 5, though. You're gonna miss right. That at the 9 to 5. But here's the key to it. You have financial freedom. Yeah. You set the tone. And the other thing I would just say, you could pass this barbershop on to your loved one. Yeah. I can't pass my office job at Joe Blow Company on to nobody. Yeah. You can't. Tremendous, man. So you basically saying like leaving a legacy. Leaving a legacy. So you definitely leaving a legacy, and not only if you're leaving a legacy, you're still opening opportunities for others because I me myself have allowed others to come from under me, and now they're successful business owners. They have their own shops now, really? And that's what it's all about: setting the tone and allowing others to believe and build as well. But you have to put in the work. You have to put in the work. It is not going to happen overnight. But like I was saying, even if you fail, that's okay. Get back in the race. Because sometimes the failure is really not failing. It's a lesson. Yeah, it's a lesson. And the lesson is going to continue to evolve and become, and you're going to eventually achieve the goal that you're trying to achieve, whether it's financial or whether it's just pride, a prideful statement that you want to do for yourself. But do it because it's something you love. I always tell people also, do it. Don't just do it for the money. Do it for the love, because if you do it for the love, it's no longer a job. Think about that. It's no longer a job. You think about all of us that we've all had 9 to 5 that we hated to go to. Soon as a little ice was on the thing. Soon as it was a little colder than normal, what we was doing? We was calling in. But when you do something you love, man, it don't matter what time of day you're going. Because first of all, it's something you love, it's not a job. And not only that, you're still able to allow yourself to make money. So definitely put in the work, definitely get your certificates, and it's gonna work out. Definitely. Yeah, that's all I want to say on that one. Cool. You got your card. You can go to YouTube. Share the link on the Facebook. You go to the YouTube. I'm about to love, right? Oh, okay. So yeah, Mike, y'all heard it first, man. Mike dropping that sauce on you, man. So y'all take heed to this information you dropped me, man. Tino just gave some more sauce, man. We giving you real high information, man. Y'all take this. Take it with a grain of salt, man.
make sure you use in your everyday life, man. Understand that the grind is where it's at, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't cheat the grind. Me and Mike was talking about this before Tino showed up, man. You got to be able to appreciate the grind and everything that you do in order to have great success in doing it, man. You know what I'm saying? So with Mike was just being saying that, man, like you said, you was in the game a long time. What's some of the things that you have heard or seen that the younger barbers coming into struggling with that you not already overcome?
Well, a lot of things that I see with the new generation, man, is that first of all, they in it for a quick buck. Uh, don't ever be in nothing just for a quick buck because on temporary. When you do something temporary, doesn't last long. Uh, Another thing I see, man, everybody wants it fast, like microwave. You know, nobody wants to take the time out to do their homework. To one thing I was told by OG Barber, Mr. Evans, Mr. Floyd, told me, man, you have to put in the work. You know, you have to pay your dues. Don't look for it real fast. You know, I said it once and I'm saying it again, don't expect it real fast. I see so many times people get in microwave and they gone. They don't do their homework. Know your business like the color of your skin. If you know your business like the color of your skin, that means you put in the work. You did the investigation, you did the homework. It's gonna succeed. But if you don't know your business like the color of your skin, you don't put in the homework, it is not gonna succeed. It's not gonna succeed. And I see that often for a lot of not even just young people, just people in general are getting this business and they're not doing their homework. So the business is not it's not succeeding, you know, and the IRS give you 2 years. They even know it takes time. If the IRS is willing to give you a loss for 2 years in your business on taxes, that's a statement right there saying that it's not going to happen overnight. And a lot of cats they get in it and expect for it to happen overnight, and then they just quit because they didn't do their homework. I see that quite often in this field, not even just in barbering and real estate, and not only real estate, the stock market. Like my man said, he's in the stock market. We see that once you know they lose 2 or 3 pennies, oh man, they forget about it. They don't want to do it no more. Everybody wants it fast. I see too many people falling like that because they're not doing their homework. They're not knowing the business like the color of their skin. So that's something quick I can say. I can go on and on about it because when it comes to business, I'm very proud to be able to be an owner in the community, to be a pillar of the community, to inspire and help others grow and show them that hey, they can do it as well. But you have to put in the homework, and a lot of us are not doing that. We're not doing that nowadays. You don't have enough money. We just get businesses, don't know nothing about it. You know, don't realize you still got to pay taxes. A lot of us don't pay our taxes. Like you say, you still need health insurance, health as well. You know, so if you're not taking care of your body, you can't do nothing. So they're not paying their taxes, they're not getting insurance, they're not saving because we're not going to be this age forever. I don't care what age you are, all the time is undefeated. So we're not saving for our future and we're not disciplining ourselves. We don't have pride in it. We don't take that. I see that quite often now in this field. There's no pride. I remember when we used to come in the barbershop, man, and everybody respected one another. Everybody showed love towards one another. Now, man, nobody has respect no more. People don't respect the craft. The barbers don't respect themselves. They're not coming in well groomed. They're not talking positive. It's totally different now. You know, I mean, my parents could just drop us off. Right. And go. And we came back and we learned something. You don't see that too often no more. Which I don't have nothing against that because I do it myself. Now everybody's appointments. You know, it's kind of took away, you know, COVID, this happened for COVID, you know, where it took away from the real feel of a barbershop when we would come in and had to sit and wait. Right. You know, and that's the conversation. We had a lot of right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You networking. You networking. Yeah. Definitely. Like
And then, but
But
I think
that's a fact. I don't like coming to the barbershop sitting there no more.
I think
See, you see what I'm saying? But
It can't got a head too. I got
you gotta go. But see, then you done missed out. You might have some.
Nah, I do, but the conversation being such a low vibration, I'm just wondering. You know, talking about basketball.
all the time though. I ain't gonna say all the time because man, some people got some great conversations.
Like back when I go like to Cedric B, it's an older crowd.
Yeah.
Sitting there.
See,
Them old cats gonna teach about real estate.
See?
Now not going there and sitting together. Probably bet. They ain't talking about nothing.
they ain't talking about that.
I go sit around. You can Dwayne Caraway and them all coming there, but you don't learn, so you better sit down. Cause I'm
Like Fairway can teach you something. They don't matter what he did. He got some information.
Yeah, a lot of
Right. So you got a lot of information you can learn something from, man.
like when he was talking about like the dark red.
Yeah.
He say, look at the dark red. He said the dark red is elevated in every other part of the city. Don't stop traffic. But when you come over here across McDonald's,
Yeah.
it hit the ground and it go that light stuff.
Why is that though?
Why is that?
See,
Why in our neighborhood do it stop traffic? But in their neighborhood it's elevated above the traffic.
Yeah. That makes sense.
that make a lot of
That
sense.
makes sense. That makes sense.
And here, see, those conversations they have too.
Real conversation.
So see, you having that conversation, we'll be on that for a whole nother hour in barbershop culture. You know, we don't have that no more.
We don't have it.
Why? Because like what you just said, Tino,
Oh,
you ready to get up out of there.
Yeah. They ain't talking about that.
They ain't
No, cats like I ain't. We talking about that.
Yeah.
You bring that up in there and get dead silence.
I don't know that.
That way,
That's the next generation.
they ain't trying to hear that.
Different generation.
Get out. We ain't talking about that. We talking about this right now. We trying to go on.
Yeah. This ain't nothing wrong
Ain't
with
no wrong
it.
with down by speed.
Just not our speed, you know. Yeah, so yeah, we don't have that education no more, man. And I hate that. You know, that's one of the things I really hate and miss, that we don't have that anymore in the shops where everything is microwaved and everybody wants it fast, which is nothing wrong with it. It's convenient at times, but that's what made the barbershop the barbershop.
Yeah, sure.
You come in and sit down and you learn.
Yeah.
And you get some information, some knowledge, and you go back out.
You know, I mean, Tino, we talk all the time, man. We'll chop it up. I was telling them when I was coming up, you can have all the 10-karat gold stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was 18 or 14.
Okay, 20. I see 18 to 24, man. You didn't have nothing on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just because you didn't fake the phone.
Yeah.
If you ain't like I tell people all the time, man, if you ain't number one, then you in last place. Don't make no difference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the key, man. If you ain't got the best, then what do you have?
What do you have?
You know what I'm saying? And some of them want to say, we need to get back like Jesus say, man, the real is back, man.
Say
We need to bring it back to the real, man.
Yeah.
Now, dude, man, we just didn't do it just because.
Now that's hey, and I'm gonna ask you real quick. I'm gonna ask you on this here.
All right.
Is that iPhone real? Is that the real iPhone?
What?
Is that the real?
I can't tell it's real now.
Hey,
Is yours
is that big? Hey, is them Nikes real?
That man,
Is that half real? No. This is the point I'm trying to make. Cause I had a chick talk about this. A chick was saying something about some design and stuff, right?
Okay.
And I said, listen here, I'm a businessman. And I'm developing make products.
right.
Let me tell you this: the consumer never buy the real product.
No,
The real product is at the factory. That's the product. What you're getting is a sample of the prototype.
right.
So you're getting a duplicate. So don't put nobody else down because you bought a copy of the copy of the copy too.
All right.
You never bought the real one, so there's no real original real nothing. Because the real one is at Apple store. Is at the Apple manufacturing factory. They produce copies of the real one and sell them to the bank. So that's what I'm saying. So I'm just saying.
I got
you gotta do it from-
I got mine from Apple Store. I don't know.
I'm talking about now. I ain't talking about the Apple store. I'm talking the Apple factory.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Just like when I make the Dream Shot, my basketball reel.
Right.
We got the prototype, the original prototype. That's the most valuable one. That's the one we keep encased. We copy that one to sell that to the mass public. So you just getting a copy of the original.
Right.
And so it's the same thing with like a replica painting. You ain't getting a real Mona Lisa. You're getting a copy of the Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
You're getting a copy of the Bible.
Right.
You're getting a copy.
Yeah.
So everybody putting each other down. So, boy, that ain't real. That ain't real. You might got it from the beside the stuff just like I did.
Yeah.
But we all getting a duplicate. You're not getting a real
Yeah,
one.
man.
So
Original.
you ain't getting a original. So what you mean? Trying to put somebody else that, bro, just like this ring right here. This ring right here talking about Versace stuff. This gold plate, bro. Versace don't stay a real gold. So if you think they gonna cut the price down, they gonna put it up.
So nah,
So my thing, it's a fine line between the real and the fake because at the end of the day, to me, it's all do, it's all fake.
That's a good concept to have. That's a good way to look at it.
That's a bad analysis right there.
Yeah, it's bad. Well, I would have never thought of that. I wouldn't have looked at it like that. But when you think about it, it do make sense though.
You do.
Everything is a duplicate. The original, it's only one original.
It's always one original.
Yeah, it's only one original.
Yeah.
So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna look at it like that.
That what goes to the point is like why you bring yourself because it's only gonna be one of you.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
And so it can't be another you, it's gonna be one of you. So they make them different. How many yous are out there? If many people use your name, it'll only be one you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
a lot of people don't, you know what I'm saying? These kind of conversations we don't have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just said, we don't have these kind of conversations, so we're not educated on the real or the fake. Because the fake is up and the real is down.
The real is down.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people talk about what's real and stuff like that. They don't even know what's real no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because everything around you is damn near fake.
Cause see, I'm a big Versace fan. You know me, I see Mike with the shirt on. You know, I'm a Versace guy, like going to the Versace store.
For sure.
But I had to ease up and I created the TM label. And I created the TM label because once I started realizing once I became, I like fashion. And I realized I was marketing other people's fashion that a lot of them didn't even really want you in their clothing.
Right.
But then I realized I was putting more value on somebody else's name than I was putting them on my own name.
Yeah.
So I'd rather have the Gucci and the Louis Vuitton name on my body than my own name. And when I started putting more value on my own name, I had less of a desire. Now don't say I ain't gonna go there every now and again. I might.
I ain't been for stuff. I used to go to Neiman Marcus.
I go to Neiman Marcus here.
I used to go to Neiman Marcus every week.
The big,
You know what I'm saying?
a real fan.
It's like, bro. It's like, bro. Talking about traffic, Neiman one, bro. I just pulled up, man. I don't care what I was getting. I had to violate, bro. I had to violate, man. I had to get something about it. It's just something about that.
Man, let me ask y'all this though.
I'm not gonna put no more. I'm not gonna trick myself because I'm a designer. I'm a clothes designer, but I'm not gonna put more value on something. Because I'm a hustler like you. It's just like me going to you said. It said, hey, Tino, you got this jacket. You like, hey, Tino, I got the jacket out there for sale for Kutz for $11. So I'm like, hey, bro, what's up? He said, I'm gonna give me $750. Okay, because I do the same game you do. I know that $1,100 come from your marketing and your advertising expenses. You know your wholesale price is different. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's how I look at it. Like we come down to it, we got
Let me ask y'all this. I know y'all asking quick. This is a quick question. Since we had barbershop topic. Man, all you guys are entrepreneur businessmen, have businesses going. How do you feel about not getting support from your family or your close friends? Why is it always the people that support you the most or the new people that you meet?
Can I go?
Go for it, man. Go ahead. We talk about this a lot. We talk about this a lot.
This what I'm gonna teach y'all. This is my guy. This is my thing. Cause see, I used to do multi-level marketing, and when we teach you multi-level marketing, you got to get out here and deal with the cold market. See, the comfortable entrepreneur want to operate in the warm market. The warm market is family and friends, the people you know. See, the cold market is the stranger. And once you master selling to the stranger, that's when you become rich. See, you only got a certain amount of friends. They can only come to your restaurant 1, 2, 3, 4 days a week before they like, damn, can I eat something else? And you can't burn them out. Everybody that put them in McDonald's don't know the people that own McDonald's family. Everybody that put them in Starbucks don't know not one person that owns the Starbucks family. So master the stranger, the friends will follow.
Right.
That's I like that.
That's key right there, man. That's key.
Boy, that's knowledge there, man.
Yep.
Y'all and wrote that down. I don't know what to say.
Say it again one more time, Funky.
Master the stranger and the friends will follow.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm gonna take that as well.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't bother me. Not saying that I appreciate all the family and friends that do support. I appreciate y'all very much. But it's just sad though that you work hard and then the main people that you would feel, a lot of business people can understand this, that you would feel that's gonna support you, they don't.
Right. Absolutely.
But in the back, they talking, oh man, that's such.
That's good.
But not one time they come to support you.
Right.
But as soon as you fall,
Yeah.
they waiting on the fall. They right there. Oh, I told you, I knew they weren't gonna make it. You know what I mean? I knew they were gonna have. Look, I knew they were. Oh, he think, or she think they all let down because they but they put in the work.
Right, absolutely.
Put in the work. If you come and support, then you will see that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right, man.
So I just wonder if I was the only one thought
That's
like
great,
that.
man. I think every entrepreneur go through the same thing, man.
You go through that.
You go through that.
But you got to look at the people that you inspire to be like them.
Right.
And that's why I was saying, like, if you think that Dallas, Texas, Oak Cliff is big as you want to be, then you can have a limited dream. You got to look at the cats like, let's say, like the cats that I look up, let's just take Rollo. I'm going to just take Rollo.
Okay.
And I'm going to just take Rollo. Let's say a cat like Rollo. I don't know how Rollo don't know him from the L.
Yeah.
But I know if you're going to live at those type of levels, you got to, your mindset got to shift. You have to have a complete mindset shift. Your discipline. You can't, like you said, you can't fake certain things.
Yeah.
You can't, anybody that making millions and millions of dollars are not dependent on their family and friends to make them rich.
Right.
Nobody that you aspire to be like
Yeah.
is going to their mom and dad and aunt and uncle and cousin say, hey, look, pull up.
Yeah.
Oh, I want out to be 8 billion people in the world. What did you say? I only got 30 friends.
Right.
Maybe less than that.
Yeah. Right.
Man, you talking about this on the phone, man. He say, man, people ain't rocking me like that, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm true. You know what I'm saying? But crazy thing like that, having those honest conversations, bro.
Yeah.
Because when you get on social media, man, people want all those followers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's hard for a man to get a following if he ain't a celebrity.
Fact.
It ain't like a woman get all kind of followers.
Yeah, they just,
You know what I'm saying? She just be half naked. She get all kind of
Get all
followers.
kind of.
But the dude, he got to be superficial. And I'm gonna tell him, man, these dudes are superficial out here, man.
Yeah.
And so, like, I don't go to concerts and go see other people, man.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, man, say, why you don't go see something? And I'm a Jesus fan.
Okay.
I was like, man, when this man can walk on water and fly, he got my but until then, he can do the same thing that I can do. What he gonna do in concert that he can't do on YouTube?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
They talking about. Then they try to tell me like, man, it's just the atmosphere. What atmosphere? Man, I can stand on my couch and throw money and drink bottles.
Guess what?
You know what I'm saying?
And get the same feeling.
It's the same feeling.
And that's why I be wondering too, bro. Like he just said, it's the atmosphere, it's the energy.
Yeah.
That's why I be scared to going like concerts and all that.
Okay.
You might be performing a ritual
Because
you're around a bunch of energy. You doing certain chants, and what a chants of spells, and what a spell. They just repeating the same words over and over again. Y'all know what you casting over the word and over your body.
So he's like,
he don't like
he gonna take us safe. He gonna take us off the road. Say he gonna take a lake right over into the deep end. You know what I'm saying?
How y'all, what y'all think about that? What y'all, Mills, Chance, what y'all think? It's my man Chance, man. He always come in, he's very knowledgeable brother. He always have some good information. This is normally my debate man here.
Okay, good.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
But he didn't hear the question because he was trying to pay his bills. So yeah, he's trying to pay me the barber. So we totally understand that. We totally understand that. I just wanted to get him crunk up for the debate. I love the debate with him.
So, what's the question?
The question, pretty much, man, how do you feel? How do you guys feel as friends and family, supporting family and friends? Do you feel more appreciative to support friends and family, or more? Do you feel like you get more appreciation from strangers?
Honestly, I feel like you get more appreciation from strangers because family and friends expect it from you. They expect it, and if you don't come through, if you don't give them exactly what they want from you,
Yeah.
What you mean by that? Like,
all right, so let's just say I go to a restaurant that's owned by a family member.
Okay.
And let's just say at another time I go to a restaurant not owned by a family member. When I go to that restaurant owned by a family member, they're expecting me to come through and get the highest thing on the menu.
All right.
They're expecting for me to not only leave a tip for the waitress or the waiter, but break down my tip. It just feels
They want you to come back tomorrow.
no. It just feels not really bad. Maybe that's a bad example, but it just feels like because you family, you gotta come to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that, and I have options. whether I come to you or not.
Right.
And then let's just say I go to that my family's restaurant. Oh, because I'm his brother, I can get the bad service, but these people over here that's not his brother, they got to get the best of the best service, the A+ service. And so I got to take the short end of the stick because you got to give them the long stick. No, we all get the same
Sure.
maybe stick, same service.
But what about the barbershop though?
They might be thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
You feel like
They
that?
might be thinking
With
why
barbers,
you feel like
do you feel like different barbers do that as well?
Well,
Like it's just parents that going to the barbershop. You ain't mixing too many of them. You've been with me for a while. I appreciate that, y'all. One of the top barbers in Dallas. Don't forget it.
I really only had 3 main barbers, and
You get charged.
No, really.
the reason why I started coming to you exclusively and stopped going to her, she was missing the edge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then other barbers, because of my skin tone, they can get the edge up, effed up. I'll be all red.
Because we all gonna have this on social media. So everybody.
No effing up in any other way. I clearly mean just in barber, just in giving me a fresh cut.
Right, right.
That's it.
I don't mess them up, giving them real knowledge. When
Nah.
he's wrong
Yeah,
about you.
I'm always right.
Yeah.
Like the fan don't support Dallas, man. He's a New York. Hey, you know, we don't know, man.
Well, and get it right. New York Giants, not the Jets.
He hasn't had enough sleep, guys.
Giants, yeah. We can get on this.
Why? I'm 50.
We gave y'all a gift. I hate that we gave y'all a gift.
We took that.
No, we let them hit the market. Y'all fished them up. If it wasn't for us letting them hit the market, y'all wouldn't have got that rate last year. But don't worry, you ain't going back.
It don't make sense because I mean the line is still the line.
Still. But
So you can put anybody behind that line of scrimmage.
behind who?
Behind our line of scrimmage.
No.
So they said people by the time the running back get the ball,
Yeah.
the line is already 5 yards downfield.
Okay.
Woohoo! That's a lot.
Yeah, you know.
No,
You saying
yeah,
no?
not that.
Nah.
But not every running back is Saquon.
No, but Miles Sanders he had a good year. Miles Sanders had a good year.
Yeah, but Saquon had a great.
Saquon's gonna he does a better old. He's a better back. But you can put what's the guy's name over there?
But he did.
The guy coming down.
Yeah, y'all did have a good one.
We had the number 1 line in offense. No one line in offense.
I get that, but what I'm saying is,
You can't do no right.
there's things that Saquon and
Coach played part.
Eric Henry Jr.
Because he played with y'all, he didn't do anything.
No, he did some stuff. We just didn't have a great enough.
You got Barry Sanders.
So that's what I'm saying. You go back to the line of scrimmage. You go back to the line of scrimmage.
Our line wasn't up to his level in talent.
Right.
Yeah, y'all did give him an O-line with a much better array of talent.
He's a better defense, yeah.
But yeah, see those these are the topics. But these are the topics we have, y'all, at the barbershop. These are the real. This is what makes.
As Mike just told you, if Mike just said he had to correct you when you're wrong, and I had to correct you because
This really fan.
I figured it out now.
This
I
really
just figured it out.
really fan is trying to either fish me over or get me to say he right.
I'm trying to give you common sense. That's some common sense.
Just look at the logic.
It's black and white.
It's logic, but I'll put it like this, y'all. When it comes to sports, I go with this. Not so much with this.
See?
True, man.
See? Put that in the camera, because ain't nobody see you.
Incognito, man.
This incognito, man.
Say that again. Say that again.
Yeah, man.
New York Giants 2026.
Now say what you say. Sometimes you do what you think.
How you think?
I said when it comes to sports,
Okay.
I think with the heart, not with the head.
See, he doesn't think logical.
So once again, you don't have common sense. He just admitted he lack common sense.
One of the most intelligent people ever. This dude.
And politics, we might have something, but other than that,
And every subject, period.
Yeah.
but hey, goes back to say. Hey, guys, it goes back to say though, it's the barbershop. This is where we get to be. We can really be up.
You can be you.
We can really be up, man. That's part of the culture. You know, this is what we need to get back to. This is what we need to continue. Because this is not just only an hour. This is in any rate. You should be able to go into that barbershop, that country club, and be yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when you don't have that, you have nothing else. That's what makes the barbershop the pillar of the community. You know, it always will be a pillar of the community. These types of information right here that we're giving. You know, I just wanted to share that, man, because I love it, man. I love it.
Well, Mike, I appreciate you having us, man. It was an enjoyable moment to speaking to you today, man. Once you let the people know where they come get their haircut from, man, the information they need, and whatever else you got on your mind.
Man, I appreciate you giving that time, man. Once again, I appreciate you, Rich Kid, my man Tino. I appreciate the clients for coming in, allowing us to have this opportunity while I'm working. You guys are looking for a new barber, or your barber just out of town and you need some good quality professional service. I'm located at 2910 South Dixon. The name of my shop is New Kutz Barbershop. Founder and owner. And definitely, I definitely appreciate that. And I just want to tell you guys, man, you believe in yourself, put in the work, it's gonna happen. Just continue to believe in yourself and whatever vision you have, man, as long as you keep the Most High first and believe in yourself, you'll make it happen. And I just want to leave y'all from there, man. Once again, thank y'all for having me on your podcast. You know, this is the culture. This is what it's all about. It's about inspiring one another and ensuring that we all can come together and still build our community and continue to influence the culture. So this is what it's all about, fellas.
Mike will be getting certified culture t-shirts, man. They'll be here today. So be prepared, man. When we come put you on the podcast, you get a free t-shirt, certified coach on it, man. I want you to wear it proudly. And Tino gonna take the picture. I don't know. But don't take a picture. I don't know, man.
The shirt's hard.
Yeah, the shirt's hard, man. They hard, man. They dropped it today, man. I really do appreciate my guy for taking the time out to do the shirts for me, man. That's real love. But yeah, man, we out, man. Appreciate it, Mike, man. Appreciate that, man. You know what it is, right? You know what I'm saying? Man, I think I can start cutting her too, man. Little shag, little booty and stuff like that. Like they used to do back in the day, man. You know what I'm saying? You remember they used to cut their booty?
Let's go.
Yeah.